all started in a submarine, a yellow submarine. As a member of an undersea expedition to illustrate the sea floor and document the creatures, Terry, Jeff, and I were confident in our knowledge of the ocean. We had studied books, articles, and diagrams for months before being accepted into the program of a top-ranking college's elite group of researchers. But we were arrogant of what a landwalker could possibly know about the secrets that hide beneath the waves. What lost creatures had evaded our machines for decades, that lurked just beyond the reach of our lights and cameras. It was a mere accident we even found the cave. An underwater earthquake shifted the rocks, and through the settling sand did I first glimpse an opening to another world, a world lost from time. I thought exploring the ocean would be more exciting. All we do is look through these stupid holes. Why can't we go out in this scuba gear? Terry, this is an unexplored territory. There could be sharks out there, or worse. Yeah, like what? A giant squid or something? There have been stories of squids attacking ships and killing men. It is a legitimate danger. Sure, man-eating squid. I think we'd have more luck finding mermaids. Moving. I think we're experiencing an underwater earthquake. Better video this. This would be the first documented underwater earthquake. Oh great, that's the adventure I was hoping for. Do you see that? What? Let me guess, man-eating squid coming for us? No, it's an opening in the rocks. Must have been uncovered from the quake. It might lead to a cave. Think of all the unique creatures that might live in there. We could discover a new species. Yeah, sure. Maybe there's buried treasure. At least it'd be more exciting than out here. The cave did bring us adventure, but not in the way we expected. Terry hoped to not be bored. Jeff wanted to name a new fish after himself, but me, I wanted something different. I just didn't know what it was. Not until I saw her, with her flowing black hair and shimmering body. She was the adventure I always dreamed of, but could never remember once I woke up. Look at the interesting formations on the wall. Is that writing? That doesn't look like any writing I've seen. Van, you studied languages in school, right? That was years ago. It'd be impossible to tell from here. Well, that's settled. Let's get on the gear and get out there. I'm dying to stretch my legs. Seems somewhat familiar. Hey, guys. Guys? Ha. All alone. Great. Oh, what's that? Looks like someone's in the seaweeds. Terry, is this a prank? Oh, it's a girl. Terry. Jeff, come here. It's harder than you can imagine. What is it, Van? I swear I'm not crazy. I saw a girl down here, and well, she had a tail. You must be hallucinating. Maybe you need to go to the surface. We could head back down to the submarine. No, I'm serious. Someone is down here with us. Don't you laugh at me, Terry. I wasn't laughing. Was that you, Jeff? No, I wouldn't laugh at Van. I wouldn't laugh at Van, but I did hear laughing. Where is it coming from? Women! Mermaids! There are more of them. I grew up thinking mermaids were just a myth, like dragons or giants, but here we were, 3 college-educated men faced with something we never expected to find. Terry wanted to try to catch one and take her home. Jeff was afraid he would hurt them, but me, I was more concerned with the looks they were giving us, like we were the ones that might be caught and taken back to be studied. And in a way, I was right. Knock it off, Terry. I think she's trying to communicate. Mr. Van Dyke Jennings, Mr. Jeff Margrave, Mr. Terry Nicholson, Elidor, Celis, Alima. Okay. And that's how it started. These beautiful creatures from bedtime stories were real. They urged us to follow them through a pathway in the cave. Jeff was nervous to leave behind the submarine, but Terry pointed out the women, he witnessed the mermaids, couldn't possibly figure out how to get in, let alone how to turn it on or use it, and so we followed them. What?
Yeah.
Wow, look at all the ladyfish. Where are the men? Surely women couldn't build a city. Ha 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 ha. Ladyfish sounds demeaning. Terry, I think they are much prettier and smarter than fish. Maybe the men are hunting. I wonder what they eat. Fish, maybe? I mean, there are fish everywhere. Women don't hunt. At least, not as a primary means of food. Oh my god. Ah, yeah, maybe they grew seafood. But that's salty as hell. Hey, I think we're supposed to follow them in here. Maybe we'll meet their leader. We soon found out there were no mermen in the city. Terry refused to believe it, so sure that mermen must be off somewhere, fighting or hunting or building things. The 3 mermaids we met introduced us to their world with understanding and patience. At first the language gap made communication difficult, but as we began teaching them ours as they taught us theirs, language wasn't the problem. With the simple things out of the way, we could begin learning more about their city and their history. So, you have dolphins as pets? Of course, they are very intelligent and we enjoy swimming with them. They are tricksters and we have fun playing games together. Do you not have pets on land? Oh yes, cats and dogs, mostly. Cats? Dogs? We have what you call catfish. Is it similar? No, but some people do put fish in a see-through tank. You trap fish? But why? We don't trap them ourselves. We can buy them. We do not buy things here. We share. We are a community. Well, that's dumb. Why wouldn't anyone do anything without getting paid? When we are young, we go towards a skill or activity we love. Some create things, like the city we live in. Others take care of our younger ones. Everyone works together and puts in what they receive. I'm glad you mentioned the young ones. Will we get to see how you teach soon? Teach? Yeah, like in a classroom. On land, a teacher is the adult that helps the young ones learn things. We do not have a classroom. The young ones learn through observation, experience, and play. But how do they learn? It isn't structured. Where is the homework? The test. Life is the test. Our worlds seem so different. They worked together without conflict or fighting. With no men, their community was like an underwater beehive, all working towards the same goal, taking care of their young ones. Elidor called it mother love. Every child was loved as if she was their own. They worked together to make sure their children were raised happy and healthy, learning without knowing it, without a rigid structure. But we still couldn't understand how there was a race of only women, mermaids and no mermen. Elidor, could you explain, well, how there are no mermen in your city? We did not need mermen. We were able to have children without any outside involvement. Each of us is able to, if she wants, to have a young one, though there are rules, to make sure our city does not grow too large for our resources. Only one young one is allowed to each, so everyone can have a child. That is the idea, but of course a mother does not have sole care and control of her child. We have specialists who help raise them, like how in your world you have doctors. Once a child reaches a certain age, the specialized mothers take over the primary care. Isn't that cruel? Don't some mothers want to keep their child? We each willingly give up the child so that it may be raised as best as it can get the nourishment and care it needs. There is nothing cruel about that, is there? In a world of only women, mermaids, our world seemed harsh and cruel. We were able to work together as a They were able to work together as a whole towards a common goal, their future and young. In a world we believed to only be a myth, a simple fairy tale, what would 3 men, 3 landwalkers learn? Where would our journey lead us? To love? To hate? To stay here among the Finn women in their world of peace? Or return to the hard earth and sun?